Hey YouTube, AZ Cabellas coming at you today. This is part 9 of the So You Want to Start Reloading series of videos I'm doing for you. Today I'm going to take a look at miscellaneous things that would be great to have on hand. Shed some light on this subject here. Got the feeling the wind's going to close the door. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, this is just a bunch of little stuff excuse me, that will make the job a lot easier, and things that people don't necessarily think of or haven't been mentioned before in other videos and other series that other people have done. You want to get, first of all, get yourself a spiral notebook or a some kind of a notebook little thing that you can take and as you're doing your loads for your different stuff, you write down exactly what it is you're using. I'm using Winchester small pistol primer. I'm using 4.3 grains of bullseye powder. I'm using a Barry's bullet that's 124 grains, and it's a semi-conical with a hollow base, miscellaneous range brass. I'm loading it to such and such length, overall length, and keep track of that. And then as you're doing these loads, make notes. This one, wouldn't cycle the gun, or this one was extremely accurate, the recoil was very manageable, or this one was like too hot and too much recoil and wasn't accurate. And make yourself notes, because you won't be able to remember everything as you're going. And then make sure that as you do the loads in the boxes and stuff, take and put a sticker on the box. What is inside that box? That way there will be no confusion over what's happening or what you're shooting. And date everything. Just dot your I's and cross your T's. Write down as much information as possible, because you won't be able to remember it if you don't. And that's a very, very, very important thing to do. And just get religious about doing that. It doesn't matter whether it's a spiral notebook or a small legal pad or whatever it is. Just be very religious about putting the information in there. Now let's get into some things. If your kit didn't come with it, get yourself a good powder funnel. It just comes in really handy to have. This is an MTM case guard loading block. It's universal depending on what caliber you're using for what what hole, and you can flip it over and it does some other stuff. Or just take a piece of a wood and make yourself 50 holes for the caliber that you're using, and right on there, this is for 9mm, this is for 45, this is for 223, whatever you're doing. It just makes it handy to put stuff in, especially if you're doing single stage reloading. Let's go here. You're going to make mistakes. I don't care who you are. Something's going to happen. You seat the bullet too far. There's no powder in the charge, or you forgot the primer, and you need to take a load apart. Get yourself an inertia bullet puller. They're not too expensive. Everybody makes them. This one happens to be Lyman. RCBS makes them. Hornady makes them. Frankford Arsenal makes them. There's all different kinds, and they all work the same way. And they're real nice to have on a when you're doing reloading, because you are going to make mistakes, and this way you can recover your components. And what you do is you just unscrew this lid, and they all have this or a similar type deal. And you just take your this is a dummy round. It's a dent in the primer. It's never been deprimed. But you just put the bullet, the whole case, the loaded case in there like that until it snaps around the ring. And you just set this down in here. So the bullet is facing downward into the closed chamber, and you get a good, nice, snug grip on it. And then you just take something very solid, a piece of concrete, and you just bam, slam it really hard, and the inertia knocks the bullet out, and the powder, and it comes in and it stays in the handle. And then you can just take the powder and put it back in, or do whatever you're going to do with it. You're going to make mistakes, and this is a nice way to fix them. Okay. I'm trying to remember. I want to say like 9, 10, 12 bucks, something like that. Get one; it's worth the investment. Doesn't matter which one you get, because they're all the same and they all work the same. If you like the orange handle, then go for the orange handle. Here's another deal. If not sure how many people have seen this before. This is an RCBS lock ring wrench, and what that allows you to do is, when you put the die into your, go over here a little bit, excuse the camera work. When you put your die in here, it's got a lock ring, and this just slips over, and you can lock the lock ring while holding the die in the right place without it spinning on you and changing your adjustments. On the progressive press, because it's got so many so close to each other, this is invaluable because you can't get a regular wrench on it. It's 1 3/16 inch size, I think, and it's pretty well standard for all the lock rings on all the die sets by all manufacturers. So I found one online, I think, for a little bit less than $7 bucks. I think that was like Mid-South or somebody like that. A great investment, nice tool to have around. Get yourself a pair of tweezers to grab primers. Get into a place on your reloader that you can't get to. It's just nice to have a pair of tweezers around. Same thing with this. This is just a little pick to get into places. Know what size wrenches you need to have on hand for tightening down your decapping pins and stuff. And I just keep them in, all this stuff, in this little pencil box I picked up from Walmart. A little brush to brush out powder and get it out of your way. These things are becoming rare. You used to be able to get them for free all over the place. This is just a little paint can and opener and a bottle opener. It comes in handy for grabbing things, kind of like the pick. I like this little screwdriver. I got it off the discount table at Home Depot. It's a Husky, but there's all kinds out there, and you can turn the handle, and it comes with different screwdriver bits in the handle that you can change out. That way you don't have to keep running back and forth to the toolbox for something that you need, kind of like having all the wrenches in here. I like it simply because I can turn the handle and I can apply some more torque, and it's a ratchet, and I can change direction on the ratchet, or I can leave it locked. And a little screwdriver is really nice to have on hand. And like I said, the wrenches and stuff. And I just keep all this stuff in a, like I said, a little pencil box I got from Walmart. I think it was 69 cents or whatever it was. It was no big deal. And I just keep all my little reloading stuff in here. Over in the sporting goods department, they've got these little tackle boxes, flip side with little compartments inside. And I keep a lot of spare parts in my case trimmers and stuff like that in them. This is spare parts for my Loadmaster that I keep, along with my deburring tool and pocket cleaning tool. But I've got different parts for the sliders and primer feed and chain for the powder feed on the system. I've got my little case neck tool that I use to check for the cases, little springs and for the primer feed tool, and then O-rings, and just, you know, all the little small extra parts that you have for your reloader. It's really great to have them in one place and just grab it and go. So, short video today, but that's about it. Let me know if you guys want me to continue on with, you know, how to set up. You know, everybody's die setup in the press is kind of almost the same, but not really. If you want to see how I set up the dies, let me know. I can do that for you. I think next time I'm going to talk about the, I've got an MEC shot shell reloader. It's they call it a single stage, but it's actually almost like a turret press, because you can do multiple things at one time if you wanted to. I'll go over that for you if you want next time. So let me know what you guys think. Leave some comments for me, would you? If you hate what I'm doing, tell me you hate it. If you like it, tell me you like it. Click on the like, click on the dislike. Let me know what you think. If you have some questions about something else you'd like to see that I haven't covered yet, send me a question. Let me know what's going on. Give me some feedback. You guys have a good one. And this is AZ Papa Les. And remember, keep smiling. It makes people wonder what you've been up to. Y'all take care now. Bye.